It didn't do this on. That's weird. All right, we're live, I guess. It doesn't give you the seconds either anymore. Oh, there we go. Now we're live. So weird. I don't know if the video
Dude.
plays. Watch this. It's like triple video. Check this out. We'll hit it again because I don't know if they hit it. Watch it. 1, 2, 3. Like you figure StreamYard would like play the video as you go around. I don't know, dude.
Oh, yeah. You have to like time it just right now.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. Well, so though you can put intro video clip and outro, but it won't let you. It like won't set it as an intro video clip. I don't know. I have no idea.
yeah, I always manually do it. Like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna set it.
what I start doing is I put an overlay so you don't
Mm-hmm.
see who's on the panel, and
Oh,
then like so like whatever the time delay is of the go live button,
yeah.
and then switching to the branding button to the intro
Mm-hmm.
video that you have, and then while it's playing, I take away the overlay and then start the stream like whenever the video ends.
You got too complicated stuff for me, man.
Uh,
I'm trying to hit videos.
you created a monster, dude. See, this is
I
what
know, dude.
happens.
I know. Carter's got better graphics than me. It's brutal. Okay.
He's writing his own music for intro
I
stuff
know.
too.
I know. He
Yeah.
won't even make me a beat, man. I gotta go to Metro Boomin or something. Okay.
Yeah, because I thought it was always funny that Nico was always asking me for beats and stuff like that, or like find a DJ, and then it was
no,
like Carter could do this the entire time.
I know. I know.
So it's the hidden talents that no one knows about.
I know. I know. It's terrible. I mean, I could do this and like 90% black like this, but then you can't see everybody. I don't know. It's good stuff. I don't know. Okay. Because you're only on limited time. I appreciate it. Obviously, everyone else has stuff to do, which is fine. I get it. Everybody's running on fumes. Everybody's living a dream. Hell, I'm.
Yeah, I mean, and then the holiday season like right around the corner, so I'm sure everyone's getting their ducks in a row for that.
I listed some books on eBay today, so I feel good about myself.
Nice. I'm
Yeah.
about to do my PSA submission. I just got to wipe down the
Nice.
cards. Like I have the paperwork filled out. Yeah.
You. Oh man. Joker 2 broke a record. It only did 40 million, maybe 37 and a half.
Broke a record as
yeah, not very
how
good.
much did it cost to make?
I thought it was pretty big. Let's see.
I'm guessing it barely covers like Lady Gaga's like appearance fee.
It was 200 million.
200 million.
So yeah.
Well, it is like is Discovery trying to sell like their DC shares or whatever or rights?
I believe so.
So I mean, like, I don't know if that probably doesn't help it. That like because it devalues the company, right? When they have a loss like this.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah, I think because they're trying to do a bunch of stuff. I don't know, dude. I don't know. They're looking to sell off. They were looking to sell off like 6 months ago.
Right. So I mean, I guess it just depends on like, are they trying to devalue the company on purpose so they can sell it cheap to someone, or
I mean, you wouldn't want to do that, hopefully.
But I mean, like with the gun universe, like on the horizon or whatever, like where someone like sees that. I mean, I don't know, like I don't run a corporation or anything like that, but like, do they see that opportunity that like, oh, this movie failed, so I can buy this company for cheap, and then I'll bank off of James Gunn for the next 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, and that's still. I mean, to be honest, let's be honest. That's still up in the air. Nothing's. He hasn't even released anything. I mean, he did, some stuff, but he didn't,
Right. I mean, it's Superman. Like, I mean, how excited can you get for another Superman movie that no one asked for, really?
Yeah, unless it's like something super crazy.
Yeah,
lighting. So there you go. Let's actually see. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, this is lower than Morbius and the Marvels. So I mean, now I will say Todd Phillips didn't even want to do this, and he got thrown a buttload of money. He's like, I guess I'll make something. So I mean,
right. I mean, yeah, the
I
creator
guess maybe
never
it's DC's fault itself.
Oh, that the first one had such a success. Like,
Yeah.
let's make
And he's like,
Lightning in a
just let
Bottle
it
twice.
lie, dude. And they're like, nope. And he's like, well, you're gonna pay me X amount of dollars. And they're like, okay. And he's like, I don't even want to be here for this. So,
We're just like, let's see how much money I can spend and get away with it,
yeah, pretty
even
much.
though I know it's gonna tank or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're gonna push forward because they want this movie no matter what.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know.
Crazy.
But would you
Uh,
rather? Would you have rather see uh the Batgirl movie they were gonna make, or Batwoman?
no, I mean, not really. I mean,
I mean,
honestly, you could just do a double feature Joker 2 and Batgirl. I mean, or the Batwoman movie.
yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's something that gets dust off the shelves. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just something that gets released like 7 years later or something.
Oh, like the Snyder cut for the
Yeah.
Justice
Yeah.
League. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it can't be. Come on. Can it really be as worse as Madam Web or like? I mean, can it be worse than like the? I mean, it can't be that terrible.
Right. I mean, I still haven't even seen Venom 2. And
I haven't
then
either.
and then everyone's like, "Oh, are you excited about Venom 3?" And it's like, not really, but I'm
Yeah.
glad I got to sell a Null book.
Well, I thought Hardy wasn't even gonna be on Venom 3. So I thought he
Oh,
was. I thought he was. I think he put he was done after 2. So
maybe this is his last like hoorah or whatever.
I don't know. Who knows?
MCU gave him money, to show up for 15 seconds or whatever.
Well, I
So
mean, that's all that matters, right?
yeah, yeah. Madam Web was horrible. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but I had to take a bunch of drugs to understand what was going on.
I
And
didn't
then
even
even
watch it. I got it was for free on Netflix and didn't even watch it.
I like I said, like I didn't really watch it. Like it was cool visually.
I mean, yeah, it's all good.
Plot
Um,
wise, like it was it was shit.
yeah.
Like if I was
Uh,
sober trying to get through it, not gonna
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, no, right. The next thing, they Rob Liefeld, our buddy Robbie,
Mhm.
returning to Youngblood after 7 years away from the property.
Well, he's retiring from Marvel.
Oh yeah,
I mean, like Deadpool team up right now that's going on. That's his last like Marvel
yeah,
thing, like that
yeah.
he's ever creating. So I mean, it doesn't really surprise me that he's going back to stuff he was doing with Image, like to tie like because I listen to this podcast and he's like,
Mhm,
his idea is like, okay, I feel like I can only realistically draw at the creative like
mhm.
where he's satisfied with his art for like 5 more years or whatever is what he's saying.
Okay. I mean,
Because I mean, I guess he's done comic books for what for over 40 years now.
yeah. I mean, there's
And
only
he's
so much collective juice you can pull out of things. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
well, I mean, he kind of like takes it from the classical art perspective,
mhm,
like if you think of like Monet, like
mhm,
he was going blind as his final pieces were coming out.
yeah.
And then you can kind of see that the degradation of his work
Yes.
that it becomes like more abstract or whatever, but it's really his sight that's going.
Right.
So
It's like wrestlers and boxers and MMA people who stay in way too long, and it's just like they're a shell of what they were, right?
right. Oh yeah, I mean I just watched the Mr. McMahon.
Yeah, I did too.
Uh yeah, and so like when they were talking about Andre the Giant, right?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
like he could bear like his back was like going out
Oh,
and
I
everything.
mean, at WrestleMania, the one with the little I mean, he had crutches out there for like the longest time. I mean, he barely could walk to the ring, let alone, that's why
Yeah.
they had the little chariots, the little ring chariots, so he didn't
Oh
have to walk. I mean,
no,
it was a cool design, but yeah, that walk was, yeah, that walk would had to be,
size
50
of basketball
yards.
court.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, a basketball. I mean, he wouldn't have been able to walk that.
Right. Let alone like stand in the ring for what 15-20 minutes. I'm guessing
Yeah,
is how long a standard like wrestling match is or whatever.
yeah, and it's like Hogan. Like, I mean, I don't know how much Hogan notorious for overselling things, but yeah, I mean, he basically stayed on the ropes the whole time. I mean, he never until the final slam, and that was it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it was bad. It was
I
bad.
mean, but it's like more of a passing the torch moment
Correct.
situation
Yeah.
than the actual like. a display of like skill and athleticism.
It'd be so funny if Andre actually just sat on him to win the championship and Hogan couldn't get up. I think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
At least he did the business. But yeah, that's the only 2 stories I had. Pretty slow. So Joker 2 and the old Rob Liefeld thing. So.
Well,
Then,
I was also gonna add the Angeline thing that he's doing, like that
yes,
with Margot Robbie. So it makes sense that he's like, I feel like it's like a tie-in to like, oh, if this succeeds, then it can go into Youngblood or whatever, and then he could make like another trilogy movie franchise and just be a producer or whatever while he's retired.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah. So Margot Robbie and Olivia Wilde leading the charge on the Avengelyne movie adaptation, bringing excitement to the project. So
yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. And then I had one more thing that I didn't make an actual slide for, so I can pull it up real quick. Let me find it. It is right.
Long story short, the art will get worse. Thanks, Doc Joe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This actually. So Jim Lee and Loeb are returning back to ongoing Batman comic in 2025, maybe. So the Hush team might be coming back.
Oh man, I should have gone to the Bedrock Comic-Con because Jim Lee was there.
Yeah. I mean, you can get a sketch for like $7,000 from them. So
I mean,
dude, it was like $100 back in the day. I couldn't believe it, man. I should have got one. I never did.
It's like 20,000 now. I think.
Know.
Yeah. Like, but I mean, like, I feel like you get what you pay for what he's done recently. Like, especially since like COVID, he was doing those commissions or whatever on 9x12s. But those were like super inked and detailed. Like, it wasn't like his $1,200 like remark or whatever, where it's just like basic like outline
Batman, and with his signature on it.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Like maybe his eye is on there at that point. So like,
and by an eye, they just made like a little dot, or like he forgot to lift the pen up, and an eye showed up.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, because that costs like $1,200 or whatever, but you could get Scott Williams to ink it, and he puts in a lot more detail to improve it. So like, I mean, it's a good idea for a jam piece or whatever, but like, I don't know if it's worth the $1,200 and whatever hours of line waiting you did for that at whatever con.
I am excited about this. It's nice to see Jim. It'll be interesting how much stuff he really gets into it, with all the stuff he's doing. But it actually is really nice to see
for him to be a storyteller again.
Yeah. I mean, God knows they need it. So maybe it'll actually kick Batman into something and become the new 52 of the era, maybe, or something.
Well, maybe it's like, maybe it is like the poker term, like, because they're calling all this new DC stuff all in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's like that poker move. They are like throwing all their chips on the table just to see like is this company sustainable or whatever.
I mean, it's risky though, because if this fails, it's like you don't have anything left,
Right. I mean, it's a Hail Mary or whatever you want to call it. Like, yeah. So we'll see if it sustains or if it, I guess, creators to like also like, oh shit, Jim's throwing down, like I can throw down too. And yeah.
We need like healthy competition.
Yeah. And not just cover buys.
Trying to catch the Saints and Chiefs games going too.
Oh, okay.
I got Harrison Butker against me and then Chris Olave, so I'm gonna.
Is Taylor Swift still showing up to games?
So interesting enough, here's my little hot goss of Taylor Swift. She didn't show up to his birthday party yesterday, but she's been MIA the last 2 games, so who knows what's going on.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's trouble in paradise. I think she's probably extremely busy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Is she on tour again? I thought she has a startup
Oh,
tour. Or what?
she's
Yeah.
actually at the home game today. So
Oh, okay.
interesting. So she's back.
She's back. Okay.
After 2 weeks, everybody thought, 2 weeks and they were broken up is ridiculous. So,
Didn't she just have like VMAs and all this stuff, and then
dude, she's so busy. She got work tours and it's not like some regular, woman of
she's not just
football
like
where
an
she,
Instagram model.
yeah,
Like,
or like she has a charity thing or something. She has a real life. Like I don't understand it. But,
she's a special interest group now at
yeah,
this
yeah,
point.
yeah. She's a small economy is what she is.
That's all I'm saying.
Um,
She's a special interest group.
yeah,
Like, because her followers will do anything that she does.
yeah. I mean, maybe she likes this podcast, and then we have
Oh,
millions and millions of followers.
but to swing it back around to collectibles, did you see that someone had smashed a $4,000 guitar of hers or whatever?
So, and the funny thing is, okay, it was
It,
her guitar, but it
but it
wasn't
was just
signed.
signed. Yeah.
It was signed by it was signed with something else, like a placard or something, I will say, and
Right.
affixed to the guitar. It wasn't like signed on the guitar. So,
Was the one that she played on at least, the very least, or is it just like her signature model guitar? That's what I couldn't figure out, because like I was trying to figure out why that particular guitar would go for $4,000 or whatever.
Auction. Does it show? Okay, I love that for me. 19. I don't know if this is gonna. Okay, so that doesn't help me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's really been played.
Yeah, so I mean, the funny thing is, like, I was watching Probe Scene on eBay
Mm-hmm.
Live,
Mm-hmm.
and he sold a signed Taylor Swift guitar. I mean, it wasn't that exact model or whatever, but it was just a signed, autographed by her guitar, and it went for less than $1,000. Like, I literally thought about buying it.
It's
Like,
a Taylor Swift themed guitar.
oh wow.
So I don't really. Oh, I don't want to play that. But yeah, Taylor Swift themed guitar. I don't know what that means, but
Oh, okay.
she signed a piece of paper that was fixed to the guitar. So yes, this man paid $4,000 to smash an unsigned guitar, which I don't even think is really. So, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's like a replica of something that she played on at
Yeah,
whatever
probably.
concert.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, but I thought it was funny that, I could have bought a random signed guitar by Taylor Swift for less than 1,000 that
yeah,
wasn't on the auction house. But I mean, it's from a respectable seller.
yeah,
Like, Probe seems like, you know, he's a small economy too at this point with that many
yeah,
Jordans
yeah.
in PSA 10s or whatever.
I mean, so like if we do a little eBay searching, right? I mean, it's not like it's not like they're not out there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess it's like really just hard to authenticate that, like, oh, this is a legit signed guitar or whatever.
so yeah, I mean, like they got auto GSAs. So I mean,
Oh, I mean, yeah, if it's coming from JSA, I
yeah,
feel
you
I
would,
feel a little bit more comfortable with that.
but it's not like it's like not, you know,
Oh, there's not a
shortage. Yeah,
shortage. Yeah,
yeah. There's a ton of them. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I just
That's what Josh needs to start collecting now. Is like signed
guitars.
guitars.
Taylor
Yeah,
Swift guitars.
I mean, because he was selling like foreign comics to Jack White or whatever,
I know.
and I was like, dude, you just need to, like, next comic he wants, instead of cash, just get like a signed guitar. I was like,
My
that's worth way more than like whatever comic.
my aunt
Like,
lives
yeah.
behind him. Actually, he's a really nice guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I heard he's pretty cool. So I
Yeah,
mean, I like his
you can
music.
hear him play. You can hear him play music in like, I would call it backyard, but it's not a backyard. It's like a compound kind of thing. So
That's cool. I mean, he definitely has some like unique guitars where he does, like, his electronics are different than your typical setup.
yeah, interesting. Going forward here, I just have a real small market report. I don't even have pickups, so we can probably cut this one short and then we can get you out of here soon.
Okay. I can show the
Like,
cards I'm sending out to PSA.
nice. There we go. Black Terror 8, PGX 7.0. I know it's just PGX, but $1,400. I mean, that's not a terrible it's not a terrible play. I mean,
With modern books, like, I don't get scared with like cracking those open. With their vintage books, like it kind of scares me.
yeah,
Just because like of their past history of like missing like restoration, trimming, all kinds of stuff, and then like just kind of generally like overgrading books, especially with like their mistakes with like TMNT number ones.
yeah, it's like you don't know if it's been like like trimmed, I guess, because it doesn't say restored. Stuff
Right.
like that. So it's interesting.
But I mean, with PGX, like the buy-ins are probably going to be cheaper than buying this book raw.
Correct. Correct. For Joe, Doc Joe, Evil Ernie 1, I know it's not a 9.8, but it's a JSA black label, I guess you would call that, right? Polito and Hughes signed it for $460, so not terrible.
I feel like that was a good buy. I mean, I know this book has been on the decline a little bit, and
Yeah.
there's not a ton out there, but you know, something for because
Yeah.
this is first Lady Death and first Evil Ernie appearance.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I think, and then actually I went with more like horror themed stuff because we're kind of in Halloween mode. This is a cool Frazetta, a 9.8 Frazetta for $900, we'll call it. So
Nice.
it's like King Kong homage, obviously. So, but
$900 with tax and shipping.
yeah, not terrible. I love it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this beat yet, so I wonder how rare it is in 9.8. I didn't really look at the census.
I mean,
I
I
guess
think
that's
I feel like the magazine market is just now like starting to pick up a little bit more steam. Was is obviously helping that CGC is grading magazines now.
yeah,
But I feel like the market's starting to pick up. Like we're really starting to see samples of like, oh, this book is really worth 1,000 in 9.8 or $900 in 9.8. So I think the market's still just like kind of still building up. So we'll definitely keep on seeing like record high prices, in my opinion.
yeah. And you got what number is that? 81. It says I think 81.
Yep.
So there are
1971.
12 9.8s. So
12 9.8s.
yeah,
Nice.
it's a Canadian price variant. There's only two 9.8s of that. So just watch out for that kind of stuff. Brian don't own the EE rights, right?
Oh, Brian Polito.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
I don't think he does. I don't remember exactly why, but I'm sure there's plenty of websites if you go down the Google rabbit hole of why he doesn't own the rights to Evil Ernie.
Yeah, I don't know who actually runs it now.
Because it was something like where he published it under one publisher, and then when he started Coffin Comics, it didn't transfer over. It's
Yeah,
probably
it says
contracts.
yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say anything after that. So, uh, famous funnies another Frazetta 9.0. $3,551. So big boy book there. I mean, 9.0 with a sea monster and a lady. Sick. So
Ooh, I see it's from Ice Collectibles. I know
yeah,
they're a pretty big auction house on
yeah.
eBay.
Oh, this is all ice stuff too. Yeah, these guys aren't. It's like Blizzard, man. You guys are big boys. So
Yeah. Well,
great cover.
it's like what kind of like probe scene.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's their cards like
I mean, they're just going around cons buying stuff for crazy amount of money, and
or
they don't even care.
or selling stuff on commission or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think it's Eastern Colors, and I think it's number 210. Let's see. Go back here. Oh, of course. I should just actually probably go back. Oh, here we go. So it's a 9.0. So there's no 9.8s. The highest is 9.6, and then there's 12 9.4s and 14 9.2s and 3 9.6s. So you're getting pretty up there. So
yeah,
I love it. So
still less than 100 though.
yeah.
But I wonder how many of those are like CPRs.
Oh,
Like,
I would imagine a bunch. I would imagine.
yeah.
This one was interesting because they didn't put the issue number or like DC Comics or anything or Green Lantern blank CGC graded 9.2, $861 still though.
I've started seeing this more often, like in cards as well too, where people don't even put the year the card was made
I
or
think
what's
it's
said.
I want to you know what I think it is, dude. I think it's
Have you
AI
seen the new?
generated.
Well, have you seen the new listing, like the listing format you do for eBay now? It's kind of
Hmm.
like on the phone especially. It's just like kind of like it prompts you like a question. What are you selling today? And then you
Right.
type in like what you're selling, and then it pulls up similar items to yours. And then, but if it doesn't find it on that first key search, and then you just keep on like
Yeah.
cycling around.
So this is this is the seller. So it's kind of like so he had one comic, he had a bunch. So he put that there, he put it there, he put it there. Comic Bud CDC. Oh boy, interesting. Very interesting. So
That's like auto type.
yeah, and then he's got like
Like
he has like old cars. I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff. So
T205 cards. Jesus Christ, dude.
yeah, this guy's not messing around. Probably some old dude, I bet you.
Or someone that passed away and someone
Yeah,
just
they don't know.
inherited all this stuff, and it's like, what do I do with this?
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought this was just interesting. So Jim 83 coverless, missing pages too, and it went for $255.
So do you crack it and then like separate it even more and put like each individual page?
I wouldn't. I don't know about this one. I think it's different from Batman 1 or Spider-Man 1 or something like that, or AF-15s
Or action ones, yeah.
or Action ones. I wouldn't probably do that. I guess I can pull this up and see what I didn't really take a good look at what it's missing,
Uh,
or how many pages is missing.
oh, okay. Oh, so it could just be like literally like 2 wraps or something like that.
It could be 2 wraps. It could be 10 wraps. It could be you
Yeah.
have to fucking book it for Let's look.
Yeah.
Let's see this. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Oh, okay. I said found something similar. I want to see original listing. Missing page 1 and 3 through 8.
Hmm.
So that's
Like a third of the book or something. A quarter of the book.
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
coverless.
I guess like people really like if it's gonna be coverless, people like to see that first page, right?
Yeah, the splash page.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Mystery 83.
Because then it's missing that. Is it missing the last page? No.
No.
It's just that. Yeah. Just that first wrap.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to. This is put this up. Oh, let me do it. Okay, can I go back? Can I go back? Okay, okay. This is a splash page, which is a pretty cool splash page.
Oh shit. Yeah. I feel like if that was included in it, it would have gone for a lot more.
Yeah, right there. Needs a front cover or back cover. Get at least a 0.5. So that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough.
You can use it to conserve some books then.
I think Chris put this on here. So Jon Snow's Kit Harington's Hero Longclaw Longsword from Game of Thrones for 34 grand right now, and it's 3 days left.
Crazy.
If you have unlimited money, you buying this thing?
I never watched Game of Thrones, so no.
Okay, good. I haven't either. Good.
And I didn't even try to jump on like House of Dragon, any of that shit. So like my experience with Game of Thrones was like my friend kept on showing me the first episode every time I would visit him.
Yeah.
And then it was like kind of like I was like, you showed me the first episode.
I
was
watched the
like,
first couple episodes, dude. I couldn't get into it, man.
to
It was
me, it's
just
like,
slow.
yeah, to me, it's like kind of like, well, like I'm either gonna watch violence, I'm either gonna watch porn. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
watch them together.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that was my kind of attitude throughout the thing. So I've seen the first episode and the last episode. But I do remember selling these swords, the replicas or whatever at ThinkGeek, and those they would go like crazy, like because there's a
Oh, I'm
ton of fans.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, but it was awesome.
Somebody's a super nerd of this show and has a mantle of Game of Thrones. Yes,
Yeah.
Spartacus. That's true. Game of Thrones, for me, I'm sure there's somebody who's like a big Game of Thrones fan who has a basement full of Game of Thrones stuff. And
They already have the throne in their house in their living room or whatever. Like they're buying this. That's who's buying this.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can afford a throne in their mansion or whatever, they can afford the sword and pay $100,000. I mean,
and like,
I'm assuming that's
I
what
guess
I'm
you
assuming
just,
it's gonna go for. At
I guess
least.
you just sip your cognac and like just put it in like a glass thing and just show people.
What are you talking about?
Don't
You're
touch it.
drinking mead there, and
I guess. I don't know. The cool House of Mystery got rights and signed, so it's hard to see the signature, but it's at the bottom down there for $600. I mean,
oh, get a
I,
GSA.
I got my House of Secrets right there, which is like it's just House of Secrets. I mean, that's the first 20-cent copy, but I got a House of Secrets. I got it for literally $10. So
Nice.
I mean, I don't know. Is it worth? I don't think it's. I mean, that's first 20-center, and it's like a high grade. Mine's not high grade.
They get mid grade or something like that.
Yeah.
People are buying vintage. Like I was
Yep.
on the How May I Help You sale. Like that's the only books I sold. Like I sold my Hulk 182. I had a Mark Jewelers. What book is it? I have it right here. Werewolf by Night #2.
Yep.
You know, like I sold that. What else did I sell?
It's a good time to sell that book for Halloween.
Destroyed a Duck, stuff like that.
I got Destroyer Duck over here. Maybe I'll jump on that sale.
Yeah.
Marvel Mystery Comics 4 for Submariner cover, I guess. Timely, only a 0.5 for $5,177, man. So it's gotta be missing pages, I think. I looked at this one.
There's your 0.5 Selden.
What's that?
I was just saying there's your 0.5 Selden.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah. Is it missing the back cover?
I'm gonna look. It's probably missing the back. I wouldn't doubt it. Let me see. 1 second.
Oh wait, no. You can see it on the second picture, kind of.
Okay, here we go. I'll blow it up. 13 through 17, and it's married. So yeah, look at that.
Would that be conserved now though? I guess that's a newer label.
No, you can't get away with that. I thought it would be conserved. So the only way you get away with that is if you don't marry it together.
Okay.
Because probably the staples don't line up, I'm assuming. And then they put a piece of archival tape on it. Now, if they actually married it, like put the book together, I think you could use archival tape and get a blue label. I think so, but you're most likely going to get a married option, I believe.
I need to get that CGC, that they're grading standard books or whatever, just so to understand like all the different rules or whatever.
Sad. I put it up there. I don't know. I put it on Instagram too. I don't know. So because I did that with a Marvel Mystery, or not my Marvel Mystery, my Mr. Mystery. I didn't. If I put archival tape, I was worried about it getting married. So that's why I left it just detached from. That's what I would have done. I would have left it detached, honestly.
Yeah.
So, that's just me. $5,177. So that's a big boy number.
People still want that book no matter what, right?
Here's another one, Marvel Mystery. Here's another 0.5 of the day. I'm just racking on these 0.5s. Hold on 1 second. This one is missing. Sold down here. This one was missing. Centerfold missing. So that might be easier to get. Because if you can find the centerfold, it might be in different comics, obviously, due to the same era.
Oh.
You can grab one from a cheaper version and put it in there.
But would you leave it detached or whatever, or would you get it
Yeah,
married?
you just slide it in there. Yeah.
Okay, and then so
You
it'll
just say
say
centerfold
it's book
detached. You can still, yeah, you can still get like honestly. I've seen. I think Z had like an older book that just had the centerfold detached, but it had like an 8 or a 7. Like, I mean, you can get a high grade still.
Okay.
Yeah. I had this book. I think this was my book, honestly. A 7.5. I bought it for like $75 back in the day. Because nobody cared about Linda Carter. So $305 now.
Wait, so you sold it for $75?
I think I sold it for like 100 and something, $170 or something. I
Okay.
tell you, it was the most talked about book for like casuals because like all the nurses who were like with their husbands at Comic Con was like, "Oh, that's a cool book. I'm a nurse." So they always wanted to see that book.
That's funny. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a good talking point to get the husband to like
Yeah.
stand in that booth for like whatever hours.
Yeah.
And spend that nurse's money.
Yeah, and girls want to hold it and like, "Oh, I'll take a picture because I'm a nurse," and all that. So
Yeah.
I love
It
this.
gets foot traction into your booth.
It does.
Okay.
What's this one? Phantom Stranger, just a really high grade Phantom Stranger, old DC from the 70s. Neil Adams cover for $363. So
Nice.
I don't have a whole run of these. It's kind of disrespectful to throw Santa on the floor like that for that picture, but for a 9.8, $710. So
See, they didn't put a trash can in the picture.
they need to. That's why I didn't go for 1,000, man.
Yeah.
My
Well,
new ones. Go ahead.
I saw a 9.6 for sale, like on one of the Instagram pages that I literally almost pulled the trigger on it because it was like in the $250 range or something like that, maybe 300.
These are my new pictures. I'll show you. Look at these. So I got like I got pegboards and like a diagram of like
And tools
stuff.
in the background.
Tools in the background. Yeah, man.
Nice.
Just a white collar. I'm just a blue collar kind of guy, dude.
Dude, you need to have a heat gun right next to it too.
I should. It'd be funny.
Dude,
Phantom Stranger's nice.
One time I had a listing where like I was on the StreamYard like this, and then I put it leaning off of my computer screen, and then you could still see like who was on the panel at the time.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Yeah, so I was like, let me get that YouTube clout. So.
Oh, YouTube clout. Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Phantom. We'll go back to Phantom Stranger. So this is Santa and Jim Lee sold for $710. That Phantom Stranger, that Phantom Stranger was $363. So
they should have waited towards Christmas time to sell that Jim Lee book.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Yeah, like at least wait till Thanksgiving.
Yeah. First week of December, people usually get bonuses. Yeah. I like this color because the Halloween moon in the background. So Sensation Comics on 9.2 for $1,900, man.
This seems criminally low.
It does seem criminally low. Like it's weird because like her stuff just doesn't sell sometimes. It's so weird to me. Like you'll see like high grade stuff, and unless it's like it's like it's like just doesn't really go for some reason. I don't know why. I'm trying to look how many are graded higher than this one.
I want to look up GPA to see what this goes for.
I can do that too. This was what 48 is I think.
Comics number
73.
I didn't spell something right.
Sensation Comics. So this is there's only 292s and a 96 that's higher. So this is like on the top tier of this census. So
this is the highest on the census.
There's one ahead of it, or there's another 92 and 196. So no 94s, no 98s. So do you see anything on GPA for it?
No, I can't find it for some reason. Oh, it's probably like whatever the the Blue Label title says, instead of like whatever they put out in.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's see if I can find it.
Let's see if I can find it that way.
Yeah, I got it right here, dog.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, what number is it again?
73. Oh, because I think it's titled Sensation Comics.
Yeah, so that's the only sale I saw. 1800. 1800 back in April 22. Notes the Promise collection. Oh, that's a Promise collection one. 1450 way back in 2016.
Okay, so it's moving up in price, but not kind of like what you would want to see after for.
I mean, congratulations, dude. That dude got an extra $500 out of it.
So, yeah.
I mean,
just holding for 5 years, $100 a year.
I mean, that's not. I've seen worse.
I definitely seen worse. So.
Seen negative.
Yeah. So at least it's increasing instead of decreasing.
Yeah, I wish Chris was on the show because I was trying to send him more pre-code horror stuff. So Strange Suspense Stories 19, $1,100, got electrocution cover. So cool covers
cool.
for the Halloween stuff. Yeah.
I mean, in a modern book, so there's a lot of like horror books being written right now. I mean, EC is relaunched with Oni Press right now. They're doing their whole line of horror stories and sci-fi stories as well. I mean, every publisher seems like they have something. Like there's Frankenstein, like the Universal Monster stuff is relaunching. So it doesn't surprise me that you see an uptick in like vintage pre-code horror stuff.
Yeah, this dude's on the juice, man. You see this dude? This dude's on the juice. Got that TRT going. But no, it's sick. No, I mean it's the time to sell like Lois Lane ones or Lois Lane ones and all these like witch covers and all that stuff. It's time to put them in and start ripping them. Let them go. This is my next cover I love. I want to get one of these. I don't have one of these yet. Tex Comics, Little Detective Comics 158. Obviously, it's the Joker mask and the Two-Face and the Penguin and all that cool stuff. So,
yeah,
for $311 for a VG, that's not terrible. VG minus. So, I just love the cover.
Yeah.
So, that'd be on
cool
my
Joker head.
Joker head
right? On there.
Yeah, Two-Face coin and all that cool stuff.
Golden Age Batman.
Yeah,
doesn't seem like a bad buy.
Nah. And then have the Mighty Have Fallen. Little Tomb of Dracula 10 9.0 signed by Wolfman, which is but whatever. $1,600. That's it.
I feel like that's cheaper than like what the buy-in was like before the rumors started happening. When people were like kind of like, hey, start looking into First Blade, and then
Let's just look. That's how to be fun. Let's just look at Blue Labels. I won't even take let's take the signature out of it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's just look at 9.0 Blue Labels. This ought to be funny.
What the decline was?
Yeah.
All right. 9.0 Blue Labels. Oh.
Yeah. $5,000 was high. $4 to $5,000 you can buy this book.
Yeah, $5,000 was a high. Yeah, but the lowest is also $76 recorded. So
yeah,
yeah, but I feel like that probably didn't go through. No. But even for this year, oh man, like the high for this year was 2,500.
Yeah, so this person,
yeah, but
did not run this at the right time.
Who signed? Oh, Mark Wolfman too. Oh man,
yeah,
I kind of want to see what taking that into account now too. Just the signed. Sign 9.0s what they were going for, because like you can break it down by who signed it and stuff like that. Oh man, that's jumped down quite. That record high was 3,500.
Yep.
And then that's also that was set this year too, earlier this year, but that's probably before
the rumors.
Yeah. Well, that was in January.
Yeah.
So like that was before it even got announced that I don't even know where it's at now at this point. Where
I think it's dead. I know they're looking for another director, I think, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, didn't they announce they were looking for another director?
Yeah,
because
and
they had just found the lead actor, right?
yeah, and I think he was leaving now too. So
yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean it is overpriced. I mean, honestly, I mean, especially since Blade, the original Blade movie came out, and that's a perfect movie. So,
but we're far. Okay, so Wolverine Deadpool's on Disney Plus now, so there's no more spoilers. So even with what's his name, Wesley Snipes showing back up as Blade, do you think that would have ticked it up? I mean, I would have thought that would have ticked it up a little bit.
Maybe. I mean,
for
I don't know. I mean,
for the nostalgia factor of people our age in the '90s catching Blade, right?
But it's the same thing like Gambit, right? Like Gambit coming in, like you didn't see 266 take off.
It kind of upticked. I mean, it didn't go to the stratosphere or anything like that. It was doing better than what it had been doing.
Yeah.
But but then again, it started all those rumors again, like, oh, Gambit's going to be made, or blah blah blah. Or what was my favorite one? The X-Men movies kind of focus around Jubilee and Gambit, but it didn't. It still didn't announce like who the actor was going to be for either one. I don't think, at least not yet.
Yeah,
I don't think we've heard any casting news of X-Men, right?
Nope. The foreign book of the week that Z said it was a great book. Turok won in Mexico, so he says this could be the first cover of Turok before the United States, maybe. So it could be. So for $300, that's a good buy.
I wonder if Soul Wookie bought it.
I don't know, maybe.
No, I was just joking because he has a ton of the '90s Turok.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know much about it. I was maybe I'll save this one for next week if Z comes on and then we can talk about it. So
there's probably something on the back cover where it's like the first appearance of Batman. Now
yeah, right. Yeah. This is a cool Turner sketch 500. Uncanny X-Men 500 98 for $721. So $25. Call it.
That's respectable.
Yeah, yeah. That's a tough book. That's such a tough book too.
It's that time of Turner coming up.
Yeah, right. And then always checking on this Venom 3 98 signed by third print signed by the Cates and Stegman for $550.
So that's already on the decline again.
Yep.
So, does it interest you to buy back into this book at all, or nah?
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, the sad part is like if you had a bunch of these books and you had them signed, I mean, you made a ton of money. Good for you, and you helped for so long. Good for you. You should keep me making money. Well, like Chris said, you could buy this like $100 back in the day.
I mean, 98 blue labels of this were what, $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like maybe 1,500 at tops.
Yeah.
I mean, so you kind of missed your window back then.
Yeah.
But
I'm just saying, like, I mean,
but if you bought it in for like $200 or whatever, then like make money.
Like Blue Label 98 for like $150. So.
Yeah, I remember talking about them when they were like $200.
Yeah, like, I mean, you double your money. I mean, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
So, and last but not least, go ahead.
But are you excited to see Noel in the Sony universe, or do you think it's going to be like a Sony thing where they're just going to fuck it all up?
I don't care, honestly. I'm not either or. I mean, I think it's one-off. I highly doubt they're going to make another movie on it or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I think people are going to be way more disappointed once they actually see Noel in the next preview or in the actual movie.
Venom just kills him right away in the first 3 seconds of when he shows up.
Or it's just a teaser at the end. It's exactly what we saw already.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me either.
It's Sony, so get ready for disappointment.
And then last thing is X-Men Gold Alphas with the display holder for $295. So that's always funny because that is a display holder in it, but still a good price. I mean, they're tough books to find.
So what's with the gold edition on this? Is it just
a limited run?
Okay. Is it just a trade that's gold that's different than the normal one, or is it just
Yeah,
like
the
completely
other ones
different?
were foil.
Okay.
So it's just a gold variant. So the other one's like a holochrome, and then the golds were a retailer variant back in the day.
Oh, like a kind of like the platinum edition of Spider-Man 1 kind of
Yeah.
idea.
Yep.
Okay.
So it looks like this. 9/8 are like a couple. When I put 9/8 in, it was 400. I mean, they're listing for 475. I really didn't see what they're selling for. I mean, probably 300 and something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Holochromium over foil.
Yeah, I
I
guess it's
I
okay.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that statement.
I
Like
just think, I mean, I was looking at every con. It's just every cover's a foil cover now. It's like,
oh,
get your limited edition 100 foil cover,
but it's getting to the point where they're reprinting classic covers that everyone wants anyways. Like at New York, they're doing someone's doing the black white Spawn #1 in a foil,
Super.
and then a Virgin as well. Like, I mean, that's a cool book. Like, I like the original, but I mean, I'm not gonna pay like an excessive amount of money for that. But at the same time, if I find it in the wild in a back issue bin somewhere for a couple hundred, yeah, I'll take the gamble on it. But then at the same time, like, do I really care now since I can buy a cheap foil version as a placeholder or whatever? But
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know. Okay, so you had Bedrock City combo, you right?
yeah, I should have gone, but I didn't.
So I'm just gonna see. So I just typed in my little handy dandy the Google machine. Bedrock 2024 Bedrock City Con exclusive stickers.
I don't think they normally do any kind of exclusives. Like they just get a bunch of comic retailers to show up.
Okay. I thought they would do like one exclusive, but I guess not. That's
No, it's more of like it's like a small room of a bunch of vendors with just comics, like honestly, and then they get a
that's not
handful of
bad.
artists and then a handful of artists. So like it's it reminds me of those conventions that you would see like pop up at a weekend at a conference room at a hotel or whatever.
Or like a UAW hall or something. You have
Yeah,
like
exactly.
three guests and some vendors, and you just okay.
Yeah, you just kind of take over a building for like a couple days or whatever, or
Yeah.
afternoon, or like a full day or whatever. But I think they do it for 2 days at this con,
Okay.
like a Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday. So
I don't have much. I shut off all my stuff before. I don't. I bucked up some Golden Age stuff. I bought some. I got some crappy grades back on Toast and variants. So I love that for me. So, what do you got on PSA? Anything
yeah,
that's
I'm
worthy?
yeah, so I'm doing their PSA value XL. So these are any cards that are valued up to $1,000.
Okay.
So let's start off with a Ellie De La Cruz from 2023 Bowman
Nice.
Sterling. This is the black lava parallel
I
on
like his
card
signature
auto.
too. His
Yeah,
signature is cool. It's not just like an E.
yeah, on card auto out of 10.
Nice.
So yeah,
What do you think? Are
so
you gonna sell all these?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I think for Ellie, it's a long term
Yeah.
hold. Like
Yeah.
once he starts like popping like Otani is right now, then that's the time when I would
You see,
like
they made a card a one on one Otani of his
with
home
it.
run, first home run, postseason home run.
Oh yeah, with the tops now thing. I
Yeah.
already bought into the tops 50/50 boxes.
Somebody pulled the or getting shipped, I guess, the one of one Durant Team USA card. Durant, Curry, and LeBron. Is it LeBron? Remember that one card?
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
They showed a picture of it, so it's getting shipped out to somebody.
oh, it's getting shipped out to somebody. So it
Yeah.
hasn't been sent out yet. So it's
No.
everyone that bought into
Hasn't
that.
yeah, hasn't gotten their fulfilled order. Somebody's
Oh,
getting it.
did someone get a redemption card for it, or are they just sending it to a random customer that
I think they're
out of
sending it
this?
to a random customer.
Oh, so I could still be in the standing because I ordered 10 of those cards or whatever.
How many cards did you get though?
I got 10 cards.
Then
That's
you're
what
out
they
of it.
do.
I think you're out of it.
What they do now is they don't even put all the cards within the same box set. They set this anytime you get a number card now, like they set it aside and put it in like one of these cases.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they separate it so like it doesn't count for your.
Some people were saying they still haven't got their order yet.
Oh, okay. So it's probably one of those people.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in this tops tier 1. I think this is 2023. Yep, 2023. Randy Johnson, 1 of 1 gold auto case hit. So I got it for pretty decently cheap. I hit this on a break. Ichiro out of 10. Auto patch, jumbo patch. Like
these whatnot breaks or eBay breaks or?
This was a whatnot break, I think.
Yeah, cool.
This whatnot break.
What did it cost you to get in the breaks usually?
For that one, it was actually that was a Fanatics break. That cost me. I bought Seattle for I think like maybe a couple hundred for a case of tier 1. Jordan auto.
Nice.
Jumbo patch, like MLB logo.
Inception, dude. I love Inception.
I like it too. This is from 2021. This is out of 5. Sticker auto, but like with that MLB logo, I was like kind of like, there's no way I'm gonna ever afford an NBA logo, man, or NFL shield. Like I was like, I'll go for an MLB logo on the hat. Like that looks pretty cool.
I got a Jesus Luzardo patch auto from Inception.
Nice. Yeah, I mean Inception is really cool because like if you're looking for like that high-end type of card without paying ridiculous prices to break a box.
We should have bought more. Me and Brian, that was one of our first breaks was Inception way back in the day when they first opened it up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was buying boxes for super cheap.
Oh, yeah, because you were telling me they used to be like $100 or less or something like that.
$100, $125 for like a hobby box, which was it's insane now.
Because it's like I think those boxes are like $250 now, like coming out the gate, and then if you're buying a box, individual box from a breaker, it's probably like $300.
Because we told you, we're like we should just buy a whole case of it. Like, well.
So this is a Jordan from Luminaries, out of 10, on card auto.
Nice.
So I was like, kind of like, oh, instead of paying X amount of dollars for a box, of getting $400 for a box, I can just buy the card for less. So I hit this on a break. Mark Williams, rookie patch auto.
Okay.
Out of 75.
The Tigers won today. So.
Yeah, they beat the Astros. So
they beat your Astros. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're later on the bench too the whole time.
Yeah. Obsidian.
Yeah.
John Morant out of 5. I actually already have one of the other out of 5 cards for this, so I have 2 out of the 5 now.
Did you get bookends?
This is the bookend one. This is the 5 out of 5. I don't remember the other one. What's the other one? The other one's either 3 out of 5 or I think it is 3 out of 5.
Did he? What's his number?
12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I have a couple kabooms. This is from 21-22, and then 23-24 kaboom for Ja. Yeah, so cool. I figured, like, you know, he's not injured anymore. He's coming into the season, so whenever
relatively healthy.
Yeah, so whenever he balls, like when he came back for that week last year, like it's his cards exploded, right? So I feel like it'll do the same thing. But I'm so
excited. If he gets a healthy season, he's going to the MVP. He's going to All-Star game, right? He's you know, I don't know if he's
exactly
like Kanto or something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like his cards went up like even when he played for that week or two last year before he got injured, and so I was like kind of like. I was like, oh, there were still some cards I wanted to buy. And then he got injured. I was like, kind of like, okay, time to buy some more stuff. And then I bought those kabooms. Like, I was looking at buying another downtown to see if I could hit a 10. But then, like, the price of that had already gone back up. So I was like, kind of like, I missed my window.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Look at this. Yep. We're under an hour, dog.
Sweet.
Look at you. Now you can go do more podcast. You're going to take over the podcast world, man.
I got to compete against Tom and like debate him on the live show, right? And
you should do it.
I'm not trying to end my career like Sticky Goose. So.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a career, me and you. So.
I mean, but it's. I mean, I also would. I've met Tom a couple times, and I
Mhm.
wouldn't come at him sideways like that, like
Yeah.
over like nothing, like unless
Yeah.
there was like actual dirt on him for doing something crazy, which I had never heard of. Sticky
Yeah,
E.
I've never heard of it either. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've met him a couple times. I hung out with him. Like, he's
Yeah.
cool. I've hung out with him in a group setting. I've hung out with
Mhm.
him with Dinesh. So
Yeah.
like, it's I didn't see in all my dealings. Like, I didn't see anything shady. Like,
Yeah.
and then he was just like kind of like when I met him the second time, what was it? He was like, "Oh, you probably don't like me." I was like, "I don't really know you." So
Yeah.
like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. So
I
I
don't
was
think
like,
we're judgmental people. Like I try not to
yeah,
be. You
like
know.
it's like I've watched your content before. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
I mean, and same people. Some people say about this stream, like it's not for me. So I get it.
right, exactly. Which is no big deal. Like, I mean, we have a following or whatever. Never meet
Never
your
meet your
hero. Meet your
heroes.
hero.
Yeah, don't meet me, man. I'll destroy you. No.
I mean, I wouldn't call Tom a hero by any means, but
Oh,
I also grew up in the punk scene where that's a no hero situation. But yeah,
yeah, right.
now we're just going down
Oh,
tangents. So
I love it.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, we'll catch everybody later. Check out tomorrow, maybe me and Carter, and then we're playing Fortnite Fridays and Saturdays. I came in ninth on a solo today, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, I had like 10 kills.
I'm about to go see where I am standing in solos. Like I played a couple games yesterday and I did not do good at all.
They're ending the Marvel content. They're going into sometime. I would say probably this week maybe or something, maybe something like that. New season.
Oh, the horror stuff.
Yeah, horror stuff. So
I'm pretty excited about that stuff. So it looks pretty fun.
I'm sure Michael Myers will be back. I'm sure all Freddy Krueger and all that stuff will be back. So
Which is cool because Mike Myers is in Call of Duty right now.
is he? Cool.
Yeah, it's so easy too because like in dark maps, his
Yeah.
white mask stands out like a
Oh,
sore
yeah.
thumb, and it's
Yeah.
like so easy to get headshots. Like, oh.
It's like in Fortnite when they have those like cartoon characters or like anime style, and they just blend. They just pop out on the map. You're like, "Yep, I see you."
Oh yeah, where you can see them like 50 feet
Miles
away
away.
or
Yeah, yeah,
50 meters or whatever it
yeah,
is. Yeah, yeah.
cool. All right, man. So we'll let everybody go. We appreciate everybody. Yeah, Tuesday Carter, and then Friday Saturdays we're streaming Fortnite usually, and then we're on to it. So here we go, boys. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. See you guys later. Deuces.